My name is Adam Heller, and I own emotivedirect.com, and I drive a 1992 Porsche 911. They call this the 964, and love to tell you more about it. Yeah, my love for Porsche actually started a long time ago, and it never really came from being a car guy growing up in the car business. Porsche has always had this a brand image, and a lot of people aspire to own a Porsche. But for me, being a real car guy, it wasn't about the brand, trying to wear designer shoes or clothes or anything like that. It was really to me, it was the only car that did the most amount of things perfectly. And you're pretty much once a Porsche guy, always a Porsche guy. You look at typical owners, and it's not like they've had one. They've had one in the garage their entire life. And so really my gateway to Porsche was really through Audi. And I grew up being around Audis, and German cars to me are just the most ideal. They're just perfect. Nothing is better than a perfectly brand new in the wrapper German car. I can't guarantee you it will be that way in 1,000 miles, but most German cars, brand new off the lot, best cars on the road. So that's how I got to Porsche. So this car actually came to me just because of what I do for a living. I own a company called emotivedirect.com, and I'm in the car business. I deal in specialty cars for a living, and all of the cars that I buy, a good percentage of them actually come to me. And so this car, I was referred the car, ended up buying it just to resell it, and about halfway through the detailing process, I realized, this car is actually really, really unique, really pristine, and I'm going to break my golden rule, which is to not get emotional about a car, and ended up buying this car and keeping it. And ever since, I've never looked back. It just does the most amount of things perfect, as I said. I did a few things to the car to make it a little more streetable, or what I call wifeable, which means, the wife will come for a ride with me and she won't get out and say, "That was fun, let's never do that again." Suspension, changed coilovers, did a few things to service the car, air conditioning and all that, and the thing is just absolutely perfect right now. So, every guy or gal who aspires to own a Porsche, it's definitely a part of ownership experience is really the servicing. And so when I got the car, it was, you have the budget, and this is something I talk to guys all the time about, clients. You have the budget for the car, but you should always add in a budget for the maintenance. And so many people just think, I have X amount of money, I'm going to spend it all on the car. But in this case, there were a few things I wanted to do to the car to make it something that I just absolutely trust that I could go drive cross country and it would handle it. So I found a really good air-cooled mechanic here in Salt Lake, owned the car for about a year, and would take it to him maybe every 3 months, and we'd find a pinhole leak in one of the oil lines here or something like that. And eventually, almost like a parent with a newborn, you're always so worried about, like, is the baby okay? Is the health okay? And eventually I just, I remember a day that I went to pick up the car, and I'm like, is there anything else I need to do for the car to make it right? And he said, you know what you need to do? You need to hop in this car and go drive the shit out of it. And I was like, actually, you're right. I will do that.